The information in this video is provided for informational and educational purposes only. Hey everybody, welcome to the Morale Monologue. I'm Michael Morale. In today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of taking physical therapy and why it's so important, especially for those of us that are on active treatment with Spinraza from Biogen Pharmaceuticals. I'm also going to tell you about some of the challenges that you may face when trying to find a physical therapist. These are challenges that I've faced, and I hope by listening to my message, it'll make your journey just a little bit easier. But before I do that, please take a moment and listen to a word from our sponsor, and I'll be right back. Thank you.
This vlog was made possible by a sponsorship from Avexis, a company dedicated to developing and commercializing gene therapies for patients and families devastated by rare and life-threatening neurological genetic diseases. To learn more about a treatment for spinal muscular atrophy, visit treatsma.com. That's treatsma.com. It's where you will discover how this treatment works, hear about family stories, and learn about the steps to starting treatment. Visit treatsma.com today.
Okay, so why is physical therapy so important? You know, whenever I went into my Spinraza treatments about 2 years ago, I knew that this was going to be a treatment and not a cure. Biogen Pharmaceuticals never touted Spinraza to be a cure. They always said that it was going to be a treatment, and by being a treatment, their hopes were that it would slow the rate of decline that we as SMA patients would face. You know, before Spinraza, I was getting worse rather rapidly each and every year, and I could tell after each weak spell that I went through what happened, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to recover that muscle. I knew once I lost it, it was gone. Now, with Spinraza, my rate of decline is much less than it used to be. While I have gone down a little bit with regards to my arm strength, by taking physical therapy, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about today, it's allowed me to improve my core strength, so my abdominal muscles, my back, shoulder, and neck muscles are much better, my breathing is exponentially better, and my energy level is through the roof. I've got just as much energy at 10 o'clock at night as I do at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I credit most of that to my physical therapy. And while Spinraza has helped me, I think the physical therapy has been the most beneficial for me. So finding a physical therapist, you would think, would be easy. Whenever I started out, I called 3 or 4 outpatient clinics that were in my area, and I talked to their physical therapist, and they were like, "Sure, come on in, we'll be more than happy to work with you." Until I told them that I had spinal muscular atrophy and that I was on the first FDA-approved treatment for that disease. When they found out that I had SMA, they started backpedaling. They were like, "Well, you know, we don't really know a lot about SMA, and we're actually pretty busy right now at this time of year, so why don't you give us a call at the beginning of the year and we'll see what we can do for you." Well, I finally found a great physical therapist in my area that, even though she didn't know anything about spinal muscular atrophy, she said, she told me, she said, "Come on in, we'll evaluate you and we'll see what we can do." As soon as she hung up the phone, she had a couple of days before I came in, she got on the internet and found out what SMA was. And when I got there, she knew not only what SMA was, but some of the exercises that she could help me with to help me achieve my goals of possibly improving my core strength and working on some of my muscle groups. So that's what you need to do. You need to find a physical therapist that's willing to work with you as an SMA patient. The other day, I had the honor and privilege of talking to the graduating doctorate students at UT Southwestern Medical Center's School of Physical Therapy. So what I did was they asked me to talk to these students about some of the benefits that I've seen with regards to physical therapy while I'm taking my treatments. And I told these students that your average SMA patient is not going to be your typical physical therapy patient. Most physical therapists can work with 2 or 3 patients at one time. They have one patient working on a treadmill, one patient working on a recumbent bike, and maybe another patient working on stretching and range of motion exercises. So they can go to one patient, make sure everything's good, go over to another patient, work with them for a few minutes, and then go on to the third patient. But an SMA patient requires more hands-on experience. And I told them that if they ever got a chance to work with an SMA patient, which they probably will, given the fact that most of us are on treatments, they're going to see more SMA patients in the future. And I told them that we require a more hands-on approach. Emily and Laura, my physical therapist, work with me for the entire hour because they're working with me with either range of motion and stretching, or they're working with me with the resistance bands. So they have to work with me while I do my exercises. I can't do these by myself. So finding a physical therapist that will dedicate the entire time slot just for you may be difficult, but if you pursue it and if you're persistent, you can find a physical therapist that can definitely help you. And that's my hopes and prayers, are that you're as lucky as I am. You know, I've been really blessed to find Emily and Laura, and I know that they're helping me to improve each and every day. And I hope and pray that you can find a physical therapist that can help you as well. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Morale Monologue. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the SMA News Today YouTube channel. We would greatly appreciate it. Remember, when you do subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. That way you'll be notified of any new videos that we produce. We at SMA News Today hope all of you are having a great day. Do me a favor this upcoming week. Do something for yourself that's going to make you a better person. Thanks everybody. I appreciate you watching my videos. And until next time, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.